Yo, what is up everybody? So this is Pokojimus here. It's been a long time since I recorded, but I'm now here back playing AHD again. I'm making a macro tutorial for the new boss, Platinum S, I think. Or just Platinum. I'm gonna hop into a new server here real quick. I like to do my macros from a brand new server. So the thing about macros now is that you actually have to do like a special step in the beginning of your macro, because if you didn't know, you can spawn facing different directions now in AHD. Before you could only spawn facing forward, so you didn't have to do this step, but now you do. So what you're going to do when you start a macro, you're just going to want to reset character. I'm actually going to record and then go through the steps slowly. Actually, no, let's go through the steps slowly first, and then I'll do a recording of it and show you guys how it works. So you're going to want to reset character. So you'll click record, and then, or use your hotkey for record, and then you'll reset your character. And then from here, you'll want to, go to the portal, go to the boss, Platinum, and you may wonder why you did that. It's because since you can spawn facing different directions, when you actually reset your character, it makes you face forward. So now that you're facing forward, you can actually go to the portal and actually go to the boss. But the issue before, if you didn't reset, is that if, let's say you had if you spawn facing like a different direction, then you wouldn't be facing forward, and then you would not be facing the correct direction to actually get the quest and kill the boss. So that's why you have to reset now whenever you do it. And then you zoom out, you can use your arm move on the boss. I don't actually use blast. I don't think blast is the actual fastest way to do this one. Blast is definitely the fastest way to do the previous boss, and it's definitely more like, it's easier to do blast on this boss, but if like you don't have too much troubles with time task, I just use Thor because it is faster, a little bit faster. So I'm actually gonna show you how to do Thor. It's the same strategy either way. You just kill the boss, you zoom out, you have to zoom out, otherwise you can't see the boss. And you'll use the respective arm move. And this strat only works with Thor and Blast, which is the only things you should be using for this macro in the first place. You could use Demon, but like it's just a lot slower. Oh, I got Thor and Sword off, I think. I wasn't really paying attention. I'll try to get it again here. But it is just the exact same strategy I showed there. You just leave, rejoin, and then I always like to wait like 4 seconds, 3-4 seconds before I start recording my macro, because when you wait like a few seconds before you stop your macro, when you get into a new server, then it leaves some grace time for if you have a slower load time, which usually your load times will vary like 3 to 4 seconds a lot of the time. It happens, like I'd say at least 1 out of 5 load times is going to be like not as fast as your fastest load times, which that's just kind of common sense, so adding that like extra 4 seconds, that's like, or like extra 3-4 seconds on a, let's say my macro is like 26 seconds without it. Let's say you make it 4 more seconds is 30. That's like 15% slower, but it's also making it so your macro will work about 20-25% more of the time. So it's definitely worth doing, in my opinion. Not that you have to do it. Now with Thor, it's the same strategy. I'm gonna actually record this time and show you how fast it can be. I messed up. Reset your character, and then spawn back in. You teleport to Platinum. I like to walk forward a little bit because you're not always in range of the boss, and you just leave and join a new server. And since you do have to actually reset, I do a lot of manual grinding as well because it's just faster. This is a pretty like average macro, like that was just like 28 seconds. So I'll just actually run the macro so you can see that the strategy does work. See, this isn't me doing this. This is just the recording. Go grab the quest, kill Platinum, leave, join a new server. And I'll let it run like one more time real quick just to show you guys. I guess I should go over the things that you'd always do in a macro, since these are kind of rules I've been saying every macro tutorial I've made so far. Don't use shift lock, and like don't ever go in first person. You also can't use right click to turn, but you don't even need to turn for these macros anymore. This boss is so easy to macro compared to any other boss ever. This is the easiest boss to macro, since you can literally just teleport to it and zoom out and kill it. Alright, so I've stopped the macro now. But, so it does work. This is the strategy. Once again, I'll just go over it here. You can reset. That's the first thing you do. Reset. Go into your teleport. Teleport to platinum. And you do have to scroll down with, you can't use your scroll wheel to scroll down. You have to left click on the bar. And then I walk forward a little bit because you're not actually in range of the quest yet. You grab the quest, and you also have to make sure you zoomed out, and then you just use your arm move to one-shot the boss. You then leave, then you join a new server. And now, just wait to load in. Load times are kind of make and break how good of macros you can make. Like, if you have fast load times, you can make fast macros. But I swear, a lot of your time is dependent on your load times. And then once you're in the server, just wait like 3-4 seconds before you end your macro. And then you can just play it. If it doesn't work because maybe tiny task messed up, just keep trying. After a few times, especially with this boss, you'll be able to have a working macro. You can just run this as long as you want, unless you have a bad PC, and then probably just overnight, and then turn your PC off. Also, I'll say another thing: make sure you have your browser page not full screened, and make like, because over here I have this area, I don't have it full screened because let's say Roblox crashes or just is like super slow loading and doesn't even like load yet. If your macro runs again and clicks the X up here on this, if this were to be over here, it'll close out your browser and then your macro won't work anymore because you can't even join new servers. So make sure you have it like this, how I have it. Otherwise, a lot of times you're gonna wake up in the morning, go to check your macro, and you'll just be on the blank window screen. You'll be like, what happened? Yeah. So make sure you don't have this full screened. That should be it for the tutorial. So I hope you guys can get working macros. Unfortunately, mobile players, this game is unfair for all of you. This game is so unfair for mobile players, bro. Like, they either have to grind their life out, or they just can't even really compete. So you can't macro on mobile, not that I know of. Alright, so thank you for watching. Hope this video helped you guys. I might stream Demon Fall tomorrow, PvP, but probably not, because the game is like crazy delayed a lot when you're doing anything else for some reason. Alright, so that's gonna be it for the video. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.